Okay, yo, so welcome back to Team RaddTitan. What we're going to do today is very quickly, we haven't got the big team with us today, so it's just going to be the two of us. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to go quickly with the scoring. We're not really going to score, we're just going to give the nod to one or the other. This is going to be Bane versus Lobo, who is the king of the DC line. Upon Bane's release, everyone's talking about it and saying, you know, he's the king, he's the new king. Let's see if he is. Stay tuned for it, yeah? Yeah, I'll do it again. Stop touching things, you're distracting me.
I went touching when you did that.
Yo, so welcome back to Team RaddTitan. Today, we're going to do a quick versus game, which is going to be who is the king of the DC line? Is it still Lobo, undisputed, undefeated champion, or can this newcomer from Sideshow Collectibles, Bane Premium Format, can it beat him? Stay tuned to see what we think.
Boom. Alex and Gio from RaddTitan. So we're just going to do what Gio said. We're going to look over these two pieces. We're going to do like a versus thing.
Like Magneto Doom, but just
Not
without
Magneto
numbers.
Doom without any friends.
No one likes us anymore.
We lose in numbers by the day, you know. But what we do is we've done it before, and we actually didn't actually put them out. We filmed several Top Trumps style videos where we actually took a piece and we looked over several categories and we gave them a score out of 10, and then we looked at that and then we compared it with other pieces, and we were going to do like a league table. It never took off really because it was so subjective, and George and I couldn't agree on anything, so it didn't really work out very well. But what we're going to do is between these two, we are just going to say the categories. We're going to say which one we think wins. We're not going to do 10 out of the score out of 10 or whatever else. We're just going to say Bane or Lobo, and then we'll give an overall winner. So the first one is character accuracy. That's one of the ones we do.
Yeah, so that's basically how they've managed to capture the statue versus comic books and other media that the character is based on. So regardless of your reference point, you know, if it's, we say that this Bane is the new 52, looking Bane is close to that, that's the closest representation of it. And then the Lobo obviously is from the 90s, you know, DC Lobo. So, you know, it's that is who got it closer, who nailed it more out of the two. I'm going with you first. What do you think?
I think it's really tough, and I actually I'm normally known for being a bit of a fence sitter, and I'm going to say that I think both of them nail it. To be honest with you.
So we say that's a dead heat.
I'm going to say to be honest with you, this is going to be a draw for this category. I think.
I agree. I'd actually agree with you.
I think Lobo gets a little nudge ahead because he's more the Lobo I appreciate, but I think Bane looks like he's meant to look, and I think they've done a very good job. So I'm just going to say it's a draw.
Okay. All right. So there we are.
So next one on that is going to be the actual pose. Again, it's tough because again, I mean, I like the Lobo pose. I'm lucky enough to have the exclusive, and I'm lucky. I've posed this the same way since day one.
Yes.
I've never ever used this hand, and I've never. So this bust is one I pick up to display the head because I've never ever switched over the head.
That bust is very important because that head sculpt is amazing.
This head sculpt is really, really nice. I really, really like it, but I'm never going to put it on the body because I love the dread head.
Yeah,
and I luckily I managed to pick up the bust so that I can actually put it on.
Stop stalling, bitch. Which one?
And then again with.
So you got him using like the Ghost Rider head to light his cigar with his gun up in the air, right, with a dog by his feet, and then you've got Bane crushing the bat signal. Which pose is the better pose for you?
I think they're both very. They represent the character very well, and I think they've both done a very good job. And it's going to be like I think it's going to be a draw again, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And I think it's tough, really. I mean, So it's not going very well this.
No.
Listen,
Listen, that's why people are saying that Bane is a contender. It's because it's close for exactly that reason. Me personally, I would go with the Lobo pose, especially for the exclusive. Even the regular with the hanging chain and the hook is still fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, I won't push it.
Yeah.
I won't push it. Both of these pieces are mine. So you know,
this is my one.
Yeah,
you've got one.
Yeah, mine's at home. That's not mine. But I would say Lobo personally. But I agree with you. It's too close to be fair. So I'm going to turn around. I'll agree with you on this occasion, and we'll say it's a draw.
Unfortunately, yeah. So the next one then is the base, and I think this one's quite easily Bane. The thing about Lobo is I think Lobo's base is really, really nice.
It's Easter egg,
and I think that the thing with Bane, with Lobo, is dog is an accessory and he's extra to buy.
Yes.
So
even though
this base, I think looks great with dog on it.
Yeah, you can't.
You don't get dog with it, so you can't really score that with it.
No. This is much more subtle. You've got engine parts. You've got engine, and you've got
dolphins.
You've got the dolphins, the space dolphins. So this is a little bit more subtle. This is a lot more obvious. I'm going to agree with you. Only just. I'm going to say it's not. It is Bane, but I would say I think that the paint on the Lobo base is really nice, and the broken rocks and things are done really nice with bullet casings and stuff.
Bane wins this one easy.
I think Bane will win.
It'd be nice, but I think Bane wins.
Bane will win. Yeah. So that's one. So at the moment, out of 3 categories, Bane is one ahead.
Body sculpt. Next one.
I think they're both sculpted by the legendary Martin Canal.
Yeah.
It's hard, dude. It's really hard. I'm gonna have to again. Body sculpt. Fuck. I'm probably gonna go with Lobo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the reason why I would go with Lobo is, you know, there's been more criticisms about the pumpkin-y sort of muscularity of the Bane, and compared Lobo sort of is very smooth, very seamless, beautiful symmetry. I don't know, it's very hard, it's tough. I think it's a preference thing rather than what's better or what's not.
Well, I think what happened was we did the review of Bane and we were like, yeah, you're going to be Lobo, but when you get them out together and you start comparing them and breaking them down into categories,
isolating,
you realise it's like, wow, it's actually a lot closer than you think.
What do you think?
I think the muscles on Bane are done better. I think.
All right. Here's the thing. Before we even get into it, let's not say body sculpt, because that's a little let's say body sculpt in the whole thing. So the boots, the legs, the belt buckles, the body. You know, let's go into that sculpt. Let's say just the whole body versus that whole body.
So the sculpt versus sculpt.
Yes, because otherwise you're looking at anatomy and physiology, and then we're talking about pumpkin versus smooth, and then we're talking about 2 overly muscular Martin Canal sculpts, which you can't separate. We need to be able to separate it.
And they've both got nice boots.
They have both got great boots. But Lobo is the better body sculpt. There's more going on. There's definitely more happening with the Lobo than there is on the Bane. I would say Lobo, because the boots, the shoulder, the knee pad things, the belt buckles, the body itself. I'm going to say Lobo for the body.
I think he's well close. I think there's slightly more detail on the Lobo. Again, I think the thing that kind of edges this. I mean, the bodies are really well done, really well sculpted. I think the thing that will probably just take it with Lobo, the boots are both equally as good. I love the way Lobo's got the mixed media incorporated with the sculpt. I think the pouches on Lobo just kind of help him out and take it, and the knee pads.
I think the boots are a lot better on Lobo, but that's me. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's just one.
I didn't realise how close that was going to be, but Lobo. Yeah.
Okay, 1-1.
Yeah.
Now we go into
face.
Lobo.
Well, I mean, obviously we haven't got the exclusive Bane, but I think the 2 Lobo faces are. I think they beat the 2 Bane faces.
Definitely.
I think the 2 Lobo faces have done really, really well.
I think that one dreaded head with the cigar beats both Bane faces anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's they're two magnificent portraits, both of them.
I don't think. Well, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with this spiky head. It's just I've never really wanted to take it off.
Yeah, we recognise the dreaded
Yeah.
one a little more, but yeah. So they are.
I
So
think,
Lobo's one ahead.
I think Lobo takes that.
All right. Okay. Next.
All right. So next one is Mixpedia,
Lobo.
and again Lobo I think gets this one quite easily.
Yeah.
That his leather jacket is done superbly
Real
well.
zips, real buttons, real fucking
The
lace.
the sort of etching on the back, the emblem on the back. You've then
Stock
got
close.
the belt, the leather trousers, and again the media on the buckles on the boots. I really like those.
Yeah, they're great.
And even on the bottom here.
Yeah, on the back of his heel.
If you would have looked at this on the back of his heel, you would probably,
You'd bet
you'd
your
probably say
wife got sculpted, wouldn't you?
You'd say sculpted, But I think Lobo gets that one easy.
Yeah, not close.
So
Next. So that's his two up.
Is accessories.
Lobo.
Yeah. Well,
It's
the
not
Lobo's
close.
got a lot more accessories. I mean, he's got even if you go both exclusives. He's got the gun. He's got the well, we say Ghost Rider, but it's not Ghost Rider. It's the Ghost Rider style head. He's got the switch out heads. He's got the chain. He's got the
Switch out hook hand.
Switch out hook hand.
Dog is an
which
accessory.
I've never used. Dog is an
It is an
additional accessory
accessory
for a cost, and Bane's got a switch out head and a
That's
little,
it.
a little clip.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah, that's
accessories
easy.
is Lobo.
Free up.
Next one is edition size, and
Bane
Bane takes this one.
With
Bane's-
relative ease, actually. This is 1,000 pieces is for the X, but me and Alex undecided on the regular of the Lobo,
I think it's,
whether it's
1.5.
2 or whether it's 3. I don't think so.
No.
I think it's 2 or 3,000, man. I don't think it's 1,500.
Yeah.
I don't think-
What was dog?
I don't know.
Was dog 1,500?
I think it might be.
It's 3,000 total then.
Yeah, I think
So
it is.
Lobo is 3,000 total because dog was 50% of the total.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. So that means then 1,000 and
2,000.
no, 1,000 exclusive and then 2,000.
regular.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
think-
there you are. And the Bane is 2,000 in total.
Yeah.
Edition size. So that's 1,000 less. So
I'm
that's,
quite
that's
surprised that Bane's edition size is so low, but I think what happened with Bane was
they
with
listen.
the price hike, he jumped up a bit, and people were like, I think they went on a bit of a dirty protest and decided not to order, and because of that, the edition size stayed
People
low.
power, bitch.
So then, as I say, edition size is
Bane.
Bane,
So that's 2 Lobos, 2 in front. Now.
and then the last one we have
Is that it? Is that the last one?
is weight. So the weight wise, Bane,
Nah, Bane
easily takes it.
Bane wins easy.
Bane has got to be like double Lobo, isn't he?
I think Lobo is like around like 8 kilos or something
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
he or maybe 7, 8 kilos. Yeah, it's definitely that.
Well, Lobo, sorry, Bane is like 15.4,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, 15.4. Yeah,
Yeah, 15
definitely,
kilos.
definitely that.
So, so Bane wins that one. Again, I mean, some of these categories...
Could go either way.
Some of these categories, like the sculpt and the paint.
Did we do paint? We didn't do paint, man.
Oh, did we skip paint?
We skipped paint. And you think Bane beats Lobo on paint. So at the moment, Lobo
Okay.
is one ahead after the
Oh,
weight
is he?
loss.
Oh.
So now you've got paint, and it's
I thought we did paint, sorry.
no.
We spoke about the paint, but we didn't...
Yeah, we didn't do it. You think Bane wins?
I think Bane's got better paint. I really like the texturing of the that heavy freckling look on him. I think that's great. I like the colours between the kind of grooves of the muscles where he's got like a reddy purple in there. I think they could have painted the veins maybe a bit better. The veins could have had a bit of colour on them.
Lobos don't have them either though.
Lobo. No.
If you look at Lobo's
Oh,
veins,
yeah,
because he's blue, he doesn't have really
Yeah.
any sort of shading
Yeah.
through his veins.
Well,
The sculpt is
veins are blue though.
that's exactly my point.
But,
There's no-
um,
but that you could still differentiate the
Mm.
colour and show a bit of veinage.
I think my logo is one more shaded than yours.
I think it is actually, yeah.
Anyway, but I paint wise,
So you have it a draw. That's how you score it.
yeah.
If
I
you
mean,
say
like, I-
Bane is the better paint job,
Well, I think with the paint, I mean, like the colours of the metal here, I think that rust colour, and unfortunately it's right under there, but the rust on the base is done really, really well. And then you've got like all this kind of freckling all over his body. I think then you've got the mask where you've got on the seams, you've got like the wear of the leather.
yeah.
I think Bane's better paint. I think Bane's better paint.
I've got to be honest with you. I can't argue it. I haven't got enough of an argument. I think you know when you're talking about the freckling and the dust around the vest and the boots, I can't argue. I think it's exceptional paint. I really do. I think it's exceptional paint.
Wow, people are going to welcome Bane now because it's like there's a draw.
That's how it goes.
But then
you
again,
know, that's how it goes. It's not scripted. This shit. You take them out, you look at them, and you start chatting. That's how it's done.
But I do think though, if I had the pieces side by side, and I was told, you know, you can have one of these in your collection, I'd go Lobo.
Yeah.
If I mean, I've had to make a choice on
Me
what
too.
I would have in my collection, and that would be the kind of swaying point if this has made it a draw. So yeah, as we were saying, I mean, overall, I'd probably score it a draw. But then if I then have to go to the kind of you know, judge's decision, Lobo would take.
It's like fucking Triple G versus Canelo all over again.
Yeah, but hopefully not as corrupt.
I think.
Also, we haven't even mentioned this clear resin. You know.
I think to be brutally honest with you, I think that character accuracy and pose for me would go to Lobo out of the two. I think he's more. I think this is more of a new 52 Bane than it is the classic. Personally, I think it's just a little bit closer to that. So you know, my character accuracy would go to Lobo because he comes with two portraits, both from that sort of 90s period. And I think with this one, it's a little bit different.
I thought the short head was a newer version.
Little bit, but it's still 90s. It's just late in it. It's just late sort of 90s. I personally pose and character accuracy would judge. I mean, if we had to score them out of 10 and the other ones, you know, how close they were, there would be a definitive winner. But I think we can establish that basically, you know, you can see why people are saying that Bane could be the new king because he is certainly close enough. It is so close that he could win.
Yeah.
It's not inconceivable. It's not inconceivable when you look at it.
Yeah.
You look at it and go, I fucking know.
As I say, I mean, when we did the Bane review, it was literally like Lobo's bad. That was it. But then, as I say, when you get them out and you break it down, but that's why we did these videos before, and they kind of got scrapped because
of that.
What would happen is you would have a piece which you would have it next to another piece, which this piece A is clearly better than piece B. But then when you break it down into the categories, it was a lot closer than you thought, or they lost the pieces, and we just thought, it's just.
I think the end of the argument is right now. If I turn around to you and I said to you right now, again, you know, you can give me the Lobo and you can keep the Bane here.
Yeah.
Would you take it?
No.
Right, there you are. That's
I'll keep Lobo.
That's it.
Or actually, maybe I'll give you Lobo because then I know you've got two of them. And then later on I can get it back.
For me, it's the same. I think if now, you know, someone pulled out and said to me, look, you know, the Bane's great, but you can keep him or Lobo. One of them has to come back with us. Then I'm afraid Bane would have to go back. I'd keep Lobo too. I think that's just the way it goes. But it's definitely a contender. Let us know what you think as well. Definitely hit us up in the comments and tell us, you know, did we stack it? Where did we go wrong? Where would you have given the nod to? Is it close? Is it not so close? Thanks for being with us, and much love to everybody out there. You know, we appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Sharing is caring, my friend. Sharing is caring.
But I mean, again, you know, for me, your score would be a draw, but the two at the start, the character accuracy. Let me stop that, and we'll carry on. Stop it, and we'll start again.
Okay.
I'll stop it, you fucking useless bum.
Right. Sorry about that, my postman really comes around when we do reviews.
Bastard.
And it wasn't even anything for me.